So you've got your purpose, you know what you're doing, you've got your vision, you know where you're going. So in doing that, how do you want to enjoy the journey? What's it going to be like being part of the vehicle that you're in as you go forward? What are the rules of engagement? How will people know that they're on board and they're aligned with you? How will you let them know how to align with you? This comes down to having very clear values. Now, I'm a great believer in having values that are really clear and simple and not having too many. There's a bit of a fad at the moment to have lots of values. If we just state everything, we value all of that stuff. And of course, many people do value everything that they state. But there are certain levels to values. There are the non-negotiable, unequivocal, you have to do this. And for many organizations, when they really boil it down, it typically is a 3 to a maximum of 5 non-negotiable values. And it's your values that set your culture. Now, there are other things that you can value. So there'll be some factors that you put in place where you go, those are really important. But there'll be some things that are non-negotiable, and it's your non-negotiables that will set the climate, that will set the culture. Are you able to tell me, or most importantly, tell your team what your culture is? Do you have a fun, vibrant, exciting, innovative, challenging culture? Do you have a culture that is safe? Do you have a culture that is very structured and methodical and delivers on time every time? Do you have a culture that encourages people to be innovative and to think outside the box? Do you have a culture that requires people to do what they're required to do when you say it should be done and to be executed without question? You can go from the military, whereas you will do what you're told to do when you're told to do it, through to organizations which are highly innovative, like 3M, who gives people time off to just think up ideas, to work on stuff that excites them. Those are cultures that are based off of the values people have. Do you know what culture you have? Is it the culture that you want? If it's not, could you articulate the culture that you want to have, see the gaps, and be able to see what you need to change in order to get that culture? Your internal culture will be directly reflected into the external experience that customers have. So make sure that your culture is a place that is inviting, one in which you want to keep coming back to, one which draws like-minded people to you, and one in which attracts the customers that you need to keep growing. Here's to your success. If any of this resonated with you and you'd like some help with it, do feel free to get in touch. Drop me an email at mike@thinkrite.co.nz or 0272 987 523 or our website www.thinkrite.co.nz.